electrify the boys and girls if you'd be so kind.
Let's have some Bible.
And then, one day, I got in.
Tron Legacy. If you don't remember Tron from Jeff Bridges back in 1982, then you're definitely going to want to get back on the horse and you're going to want to see Tron Legacy that came out in 2010. This movie was freaking incredible. I cannot talk about this movie enough. I honestly wish more people did. But when you look at a movie that came out over 15 years ago, immediately you have to look at the VFX. Look at everything that they did back then. The cast was sensational, and this movie just looked freaking incredible. So, my dear sirs, come join with me back to one of the most underrated movies that we have not ever talked about yet on this channel, Tron Legacy. I mean, goddamn, man, we even want to look at the opening of this movie. This is how Walt Disney should have learned how to open their stuff up. But it's going to start back in 1989, where you have a very young Sam Flynn and his dad looking and understanding the world that he has since created, explaining to him about the grid, the light cycles, and even a character that he created. This kid just wanted to be with his dad more and more, and they had a great family dynamic. You could tell that he really loves his son. That's going to play a huge role into this movie. But little did this little Sam Flynn know that this was going to be one of the last time that he would see his father for many, many years. And you can tell as a young child, when you don't see your father anymore, your mother is gone, that's all you have. Raised by his grandparents, he knows that he is the one to take over his family's legacy and find out what happened to his father. But this kid grows up with a chip on his shoulder, rightfully so. You can't even blame the guy. After Sam has been seeing what has been going on with now his father's new business that Encom has decided to change, he's going to be up to his own shenanigans and decides to sabotage their newest layout. Garrett Hedlund, that is playing Sam Flynn, did a phenomenal job in this role, and I honestly wish we'd have gotten a lot more out of him. He's a very good actor and does a great job playing a young Sam Flynn here. Even Christ, this generation is much better than the ones we have nowadays. The ones that are still eating Tide Pods and don't know what gender they are.
What do you feel?
Jesus Christ, I swear this generation is so screwed. It's not even funny anymore. Ah, God. Back to the movie.
Sam only knows the one thing that he can do is go back to his father's arcade where everything first began with Tron and then winds up in the grid. And this is where the visuals really come into a huge play here. I know I said earlier that they are just fucking incredible, and I'm going to say it again. The visuals are fucking incredible in this movie. Once Sam is in the grid, that's where everything takes over. He is going to be held up by other programs. He is going to have to meet somebody who's going to need to save his life, and that person is going to be Olivia Wilde. No, not the Olivia Wilde that we're going to be used to now, but the one that looks like she got her hair cut in a vending machine. I mean, goddamn, man, you want to give me Olivia Wilde in a leather jumpsuit for about 2 hours, I'm going to be all in on it. Angry feminism now in 2025 notwithstanding, she did a really good job in this movie, and I have to give her credit where credit is due. I do give credit to Olivia Wilde and her abilities. One thing that still always stood out about this movie is the fact that Sam never got a chance to reunite with his father any sooner than this guy needed. You can tell it bothered him. Even when he was in the grid, all he wanted to do is find his father. And honestly, after he's able to honestly get out of the games, that's going to lead us to one of the best scenes in the whole movie.
Here. I'm here. You're big.
What can I say? I'm a father. I'm a sucker for those kind of moments. The kid hasn't had his dad in over 20 years, and honestly, it was a great moment. But moments like this in movies, even for Disney, don't last. It is going to be a race against time for the Sam still is going to be going up against Clue, who was created by his father over 20 years ago to try and make the grid a much better place. Clue wanted to create the perfect system, which is what he thought that he, Jeff Bridges, always wanted to do. And I gotta say, the de-aging they did on Jeff Bridges, I actually thought was pretty good. Certainly, it wasn't maybe the best thing in the world, but honestly, I thought it looked pretty good. Let me know in the comment section below, what did you think of Tron Legacy? And are you going to be excited to see Tron Ares? Like this video, share this video, let me know in the comment section below. But one of the most important things about Tron Legacy is that Clue needed his original disc. He needed the disc to complete his mission and make the perfect grid. It's what he always needed. It's his objective. It's his mission. Will he ever complete it? Well, just watch the goddamn movie. I'm not going to spoil it for you. I would be remiss if I did not mention the awesome Daft Punk that did one of the best scores that I've ever heard of is in this movie. Of course, I can't play all of it because I'm going to get a copyright strike. Trust me when I say that this is what movie making was great, and this was coming back from 2010. There's a lot of action in this movie. The cast was great. I can't talk about the VFX, like I said, were incredible. The storyline was great. A kid lost his father over 20 years ago, moved hell or high water to try and get him back. This was something that was great with the plot development, and I have to give the writers a lot of credit. This is one of my favorite movies, and it's going to be a guilty pleasure movie because, honestly, Mr. Sinister loves this. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked this video, please like, share, and subscribe. If you didn't like this video, I thank you all so much for watching. This movie, Tron Legacy, is an absolute win.
You will live. You will live.
And, as always, until we meet again.